Podcast, your number one source for all things NBA 2K, sports gaming, and beyond.
I go against level, 12 seconds, 11, 10, Jordan the drive, and fire! Kawhi Leonard, Danny Green, down by one, Tim Duncan, look at foul, and one!
Yo, what's good, y'all? Chillionaire and W here, aka Drew. I'm your host of the NBA2K Nation podcast, and this is episode 2. Of course, as always, with me, my co-host, Chalky White. What's good, man?
What up, my fellow gamers? I go by Chalky White, Twitch, Twitter.
Yep. Also, Matty P. What's good, man?
What's good, word? It's your boy, Sin City Fella. I can be followed on Twitch, Twitter, and the PSN at Sin City Fella at 781. What's up, world?
Yes, sir. And let me tell you, this week we've got a lot to talk about. It is Tuesday, August 5th, 2013. A very, very great day for 2K fans. 2K has had their weekly broadcast of NBA2k14, obviously. And this was a very special one because they let out the first information on NBA2k15 besides Pharrell was doing the soundtrack. And this week's info was Crew. 2K announces last-gen crew mode for PS3 and Xbox 360. It was Ronnie 2K and LD2K. They announced that they're bringing back crew mode for last-gen. Now, they've said nothing about next gen, only 360 and PS3, like I said. So I think we're going to touch on that for a second and see what you guys' thoughts are. You guys, first of all, let's define what exactly crew is, because I know there's some people that may or may not know what it is. Obviously, a lot of people do, but we're going to run through it real quick. Do you guys both know what crew is?
Yep, I know what it is now.
You take your My Player, whatever, you build them up, and you can play with your friends versus other people that have done the exact same thing. You make a team, you make a logo, you can play all 4 quarters just like a regular game. It's pretty much like teaming up in FIFA if you've ever done that. What was that called again? Not team up, but Pro Clubs. Yeah, okay. But to make a long story short, you just take your My Player into a team with your friends. The records are tracked, all stats are tracked pretty much, but it's not really I wouldn't say I want to say it's not really competitive, because people are able to spend money on VC, which then you can take and add to the player and boost his stats up, you know? That's corny.
I like it. They should keep it. They should do it the FIFA way, where you have the only way you build up is the way you play.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm glad you just said that, because we said that before, but 2K should go that road with how you build up your player. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like
in game. It's in game. You get boosted. You know, just like you said, you only get the skill points or attribute points to boost your player's skills from doing in-game activities, defense, offense, blocks, points, scoring, you know, just like in FIFA. Or your attribute will automatically go up, and we don't get to decide what we just spend our VC on. We don't get to buy a bunch of VC and then spend $20 on my 3-point rating so it's a 95 in 1 minute. Like, it's just kind of cheesy.
It's just
go ahead.
Yeah, right. It's just it takes the whole purpose out of playing the game.
Exactly.
Which guys like an 83 on FIFA, right?
Right.
84, something like that. My guys are 84 too, and we've been playing that for months. So that just goes to show right there. We don't suck, you know, like we score and all that. So
yeah, you guys are good at FIFA.
Yeah,
you guys are pretty damn good. And an 84 is a pretty high rating. Like, even though we came across a couple people in FIFA that are like 90s, and they're damn good. Like, from what I've seen.
Yep.
There's no way. There's no way to buy VC or buy in-game currency in FIFA or Madden. Granted, those are EA games. We're talking about a 2K game here, but I wish they would change over to that more. Something more similar to what you do in FIFA, to where it actually is going to take you going out there and playing people, you know, getting in the trenches, not just coming home asking for your mom's credit card or whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing, you're spending your hard-earned, honest money on it. It doesn't matter where the money comes from. The point is that you can do it, and anybody can do it, from a kid a toddler to a grown man. And it doesn't speak for the skill of the player that's behind the sticks. It speaks for either the money or just it's ridiculous, because everybody turns into Space Jam, Michael Jordan in the park, and everybody can dunk, everybody can hit threes. Like, it's just
we will say kudos to the people that do not go and spend their hard-earned money and do play the games and build their play up. We'll say kudos to y'all, but to the others, y'all got to get on that same rope boat.
I mean, it's okay. I feel like it's okay to spend maybe a little bit. Like, say you spend maybe, because the minimum you can spend is $10, and that'll get you like 35,000 VC, which sounds like a lot, but when you spend it on your My Player, it goes very, very fast. So I feel like it'd be okay for someone to spend 10, maybe 20, you know, maybe even a little bit more, but that's like a lot of money, and I'll tell you, that still doesn't make your player that nice, because my guy was a 97 overall, and before it crashed, my guy was nice. I was dropping over 100 points a game, and I was getting bored, like just running down court, crossing over the computer, playing actual games, mind you, not in the park, dropping over 100 points, dunking on them whenever I wanted to. Like, it was easy. Like, I felt like once you get your player over a 90, to like a 95 or above, the game like just unlocks how it really should be, or how it really is during quick match. It's like your player turns into a Kevin Durant or a LeBron, you know? Like, you just make us, it's just like you create a player like you used to when you were a kid. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I don't want about it.
The only difference is when you were a kid, it was free.
I think the reason they probably do that is, for some people, is because if you think about it, some or most ain't that good, so they probably try to even the level playing field, and of course the other one is money. They make money off it.
Yeah, you know, money makes the world go round. They got to get their extra money on top of buying the game for $60, which is something else we're gonna touch on. They have to get their VC, their microtransaction sales in there. Like, come on, man. I swear, ever since they implemented that, the game has took like an odd, weird turn. It's very strange. So,
yeah. I wish it would just get back to playing. That's all I can say.
Playing to have fun, or playing to keep stats and see records. I mean,
yeah, just playing to have fun and keep your stats and everything. But now it's like creative player stuff. And I never liked that stuff, so I really don't like this, what they're going to. Yeah. And I already knew they were. It's like money.
Exactly.
Well, I can't blame them, because if I made something, and even if it was something I didn't want it to go the direction it went into, if it was making money, I'd have to keep going with it. So.
You're going to keep doing it. You're going to keep trying to find ways to make it more exciting, and people be like, oh yeah, that's cool. I want to do that, you know. It's like, I feel like it's a cool mode, but it needs to be way more immersive this time. Like now, like we saw what it could do on the PS3, and that we saw what it could do on the 360. Now we're on the PS4. So basically, what I'm trying to say is it needs to evolve into something that we cannot even predict at this point. Nothing that we are saying right now should be anything that we see for PS4.
According to I believe one of the guys that
Ronnie 2K
said that.
According to Ronnie 2K, yep, he said
to a crazy direction for PS4 next gen. So let's see.
Open world NBA2K action RPG, driving cars around to different courts and shit. Taking the subway. Like, watch, I bet you're gonna like go down a little tunnel or something, maybe. It's like a subway, and you hop on the subway and it loads, and you go to different parts of the city and shit, maybe. Like, that would be hella crazy.
Right, that would be crazy.
I mean, I'd like it, but that's just adding more to the game. That's going to take away from the gameplay, like the game that we want to, you know what I mean? Like the stuff we're trying to. But if they do it wrong, like that's going to piss me off.
But
it's like the park.
But don't you feel like
wait out for 20 minutes?
Yeah, the park, it definitely takes away from the core game modes that we love, like online association and quick match. Like, I feel like quick match is almost dead now. There's no quick match lobbies like there used to be. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's crazy, the lobbies. I remember that. They used to have them on PS3.
Yeah, they had them on original Xbox. I hate how they take things out and they reintroduce it, and then they act like it's new. Like, you know, let's give them a break for a second. It may be new. It's maybe improved. The old mode maybe wasn't as good as the new mode, of course, but it's not. It's just not. I don't know. Crew is cool, but it's like, I want to see now what they have for next gen. I was expecting a next gen announcement today, and when they didn't announce anything for next gen, I was slightly disappointed. Felt like kind of like a waste of time. But what did you think about that?
Yeah, it was a waste of time. I was waiting around not waiting around, but you know, I was paying attention to the clock for like a couple of hours when I noticed it was close to being announced, and then they announced something for, I mean, PS3, Xbox, but 360 or whatever, but I wanted to hear something for the
I mean, and the whole time they were playing, they're showing like old 2K footage from like, I don't even know if it was like 2K9, 2K10, well, whenever the last time they had crew. It was just like ridiculous, man. Like, and they're talking about crew is competitive. Like, okay, it's competitive in the sense that everybody has a superstar player, and you're only controlling one guy, and of course, like, that's not really competitive to me. To me, competitive is MLG or quick matches or online association where you're doing it yourself and it's a true game. That's not a true game. That's a simulation. That's an RPG. That's not. I don't consider my career, my player, or park, or crew, like, that's not really true NBA 2K. That's like a whole nother mode to itself. It just is. When you add the sense of you can buy VC for $20. You can put $20 in every single day and keep adding VC to your player to make him better and better, to where every stat is 88, 90 and above. Like, that's not really. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
just
play
like
it.
You said,
But
they might as well just did that for free and just did like they did the old school way where you could just do it for free.
Yeah.
But now they're just charging you to do it. So.
Yeah, or like make separate like classes of players, and you could pick one, you know, and his stats could only improve to a certain thing, you know, kind of like in other games like Destiny, where speed and agility, you know, they'd be different. Like, you could have a bruiser, power forward, or like a straight shooter, shooting guard. And they kind of have that. They have that already, but it doesn't seem like it works at all. Because when you go to create a player, it says that, but it doesn't work at all. You can have a fucking 7-foot guy shooting threes. Like, okay, man, catching alley-oops, which are, by the way, unstoppable in that game in the park. Alley-oops are unstoppable. They're unstoppable enough in quick matches in MyTeam, but I'm no bum. I made Seed 1 in 3 weeks. I smack almost everybody I play in MyTeam. I don't even play it that much anymore because I got bored. I have Jordan, everybody, all the cards that came out, a couple diamonds, Diamond KD, Diamond Kobe, Diamond Tim Duncan, bunch of emeralds. Like, I'm no bum. Just to make that clear. And anyways, next thing we can touch on. Oh yeah, they also need to bring back Virgin Gaming for NBA 2K15 so we can get in there and play cash games. So a quick match can actually mean something. You guys ever play on Virgin Gaming?
Not really. We just
Hell yeah. Like that shit, you could just put. Well, you have to put like a minimum of $10 in there. You can bet like $5. Well, you can bet like up to $1, $2, $2.50, $5, $10, $15, like any amount really, and you can just play the people, and then just you get the money, and then you can withdraw it. It's pretty sick.
That's pretty dope.
People are like, I want a grip of games, and like I just put $10 in there one time just to try it out, and I turned it into like 50 in one day. Actually, it was a couple days, but it felt like one day. Fucking. I think that's about it for this week's NBA2K15 news. Next, why no Kawhi Leonard card update in NBA2K14? He was the Finals MVP, but still he gets no card. Yet they give LeBron a card when he announced he was going back to Cleveland. They gave him a brand new card the very same day. But Kawhi doesn't get no card for being in Finals MVP apparently. Kind of cheesy.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
And then LD2K.
Different level.
Hell yeah! Watch
really
him.
do.
Yeah, watch him release a card for just because LeBron James lost all that weight.
Probably will.
LeBron James update card, elite version. Like, come on, skinny Bron. Also, they keep releasing the same diamond cards in NBA 2K14, but they can't make a new Kawhi Leonard card. Apparently, it's so hard to make a card in that game. I don't know. I don't work for 2K. I don't make video games, but I would assume that it's not incredibly difficult to put a new damn card in the game. Seeing as how they had that LeBron card ready, but they keep releasing the same diamond cards, which is Tim Duncan, which everybody has now. So a diamond card pretty much means nothing, which it always pretty much meant nothing. They're just different presentations of the same character, same player, whatever. Derrick Rose Gold, Derrick Rose Sapphire. Like, come the fuck on, man. Bullshit. They got everybody hyped out over it. Like, it's fun, it looks good, but it needs to be done right. Like, we can't sell our cards. There's no market. We can't auction them off to each other. We can't trade them. A trading card is meant to trade trading cards. But, and they keep releasing those diamond KDs. They need to fix the duplicates in packs. They definitely need to work on that. Address that, please. Any devs, if you're listening to this podcast, NBA 2K Nation, Just the Curse. If you're listening to this podcast, please fix the duplicate somehow. I beg of you. Maybe put I wish they had 10 rosters from each team in the game for my team. That'd be pretty sick. What do you guys think?
What do you mean?
Because right now in my team, they have all the modern teams right now, from this year. And they have old school historic teams they have the 88, 89 Bulls all the way to the 97 Bulls. All those Bulls teams. Then they have the 95, 96 Sonics. That whole roster. You can get players from those rosters out of packs. If you go to the Sonics pack and you buy that pack, there's a chance to get Gary Payton out of it. A chance to get Sean Kemp. Right. That's how the MyTeam works. I can go to the Thunder pack and there's a chance to get Kevin Durant out of it, and there's different types of packs, all different types of ways, and it's crazy, man. And I was just thinking, because when you open a pack, for some reason, you say I'm opening up a Clippers pack, and I get Jamal Crawford. I might go open that same Clippers pack again, and Jamal Crawford comes out again. And that'll happen multiple times. And it takes a while to build up enough VC, of course. You have to play fucking 5 games to get enough VC to open one pack. So then you might spend a couple hours playing a couple games. But, oh yeah, I want to go get a new player. Go open up the pack and you get a fucking duplicate player. It's okay, that was a waste of time.
Alright, I feel that.
And then you sell them.
That's simple.
It's ridiculous.
They should be able to record that. So, like, you know what I mean? If you pick up Jamal Crawford in that one pack, it knows that at least it won't register in the next pack, so that way you don't have, unless it's a better card or whatever, but like
exactly.
they sound all pretty much the same, no matter what.
It's the same card,
Sapphire.
yeah. Like, ridiculous.
The play is the same rating, right?
Exact same card, exact same rating, yes. Like,
so what's the point? Because
when you go to the pack, it'll say like 2013, 2014 Clippers or whatever. Pop. It's only the players from the roster this year, you know? So only one Jamal Crawford, only one Chris Paul. Even though there is different versions of like Blake Griffin, but there's only one version in that pack, which is the regular ass version of Blake everybody plays with in Quick Match. Also, the same thing goes for jerseys. When you get different courts, you get the same shit. So it's like, and not to mention when you do get duplicates, when you're able, you can't keep them, you can't auction them off. So it's like, I say I get a Marco Bellinelli card, boom, and then I get another Marco Bellinelli card. I can't auction it off. They automatically sell it at an extremely discounted price to where, like, it's like a pawn shop almost. It's crazy, bro. Like, say the pack is like 12,000 VC, and I get a duplicate and it's Bellinelli, and they'll give me like 2,000 VC for it, or 2,000 MyTeam points. So I gotta play like and earn like 10,000 more. You know, like you gotta play like 3-4 more games, and it might give you a duplicate again. It's like a crazy trick. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
That's why people spend money on that and the other mode, because they can't hack it for one, and it's the easy way out. And it's just like, it's crazy. Quick match. Next topic. Quick match versus Nick Flow 86. Bulls versus Pacers. Let me say it was a close game till the fourth quarter when Evan Turner caught fire. I tried to keep it kind of close. You know, he was trying to do his thing. Nick Flow 86 had the Bulls. I, myself, Shane Aaron W, of course, had the Pacers. Ironically, that was the first time I picked the Pacers in NBA2k14 in forever. And that was the same exact day that Paul George suffered that injury. So that was kind of crazy. Prayers go out to Paul George, because I hope he comes back, because he's definitely a beast on the court and he doesn't deserve to be out.
No, especially with the injury that he got, man.
Yeah, man. I hope he makes a strong comeback, man. He reminds me of T-Mac, just a straight beast. You never know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Catch fire, hitting threes from deep, dunking on motherfuckers.
Right.
Man, just getting it in. Yeah, it was a close match. Pacers versus Bulls. Evan Turner caught fire in the fourth, of course. Started getting a couple finishing layups at the rim, dunks, open fast breaks. I know Nick Flow's going to hate to hear about this, but gotta say it, man. He's been trying to break his losing streak. I think he's on like like 4 or 5 game losing streak. Yeah, man. You know where to find me, Nick Flow. Next, we got Quick Match versus Chalky White. Nuggets versus Clippers. Kenneth Faried, the Manimal, was the player of the game. It was a pretty good matchup, of course. Similar players: Ty Lawson, Chris Paul, Randy Foye, Jamal Crawford, Gallinari, Matt Barnes. Kenneth Faried, Blake Griffin matched up pretty well. JaVale McGee versus DeAndre Jordan. That was a good battle. But yeah, I think I pulled that one out in the end. It's a good matchup. Next topic, Tony Parker signs 3-year extension with the Spurs. What do you guys think about that?
I think the Spurs are just trying to make him a Spur for life. That's what it sounds like.
That sounds like a championship to me. Another one, at least one more. 3-year deal. TP, man, he's running. He's gonna be him, Bellinelli, Kawhi Leonard. Man, they're ready, man. Ginobili's resting this summer. Tim Duncan's resting. We're good. We're good. Next, Team USA men's basketball. It started. I think they're down to the 16 possible roster contestants. Of course, all NBA stars. Or no. Yeah, 16. I think what they take is 16. They're down to the 16 player pool, and then they take 12 of that 16 for the final roster.
Right.
So they had a scrimmage game this week, and let me say the starters for the Team USA white team. White starting lineup: point guard Kyrie Irving, shooting guard James Harden, small forward Klay Thompson, power forward Kevin Durant, center DeMarcus Cousins. Pretty strong team right there. And
sounds good to me.
Of course, can't forget the blue starting lineup: Derrick Rose. He's back, definitely back. We're gonna touch on that. Stephen Curry, shooting guard, Paul George, small forward, Kenneth Faried Manuel, and Anthony Davis. They said he developed a three-point shot, Anthony Davis, that is. I don't know if that's true. Let's hope so. The benches is the crazy thing about it. The blue team bench: John Wall, DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Korver, Gordon Hayward, Mason Plumlee. Pretty solid bench right there. I know DeMar DeRozan came in and did work. Kyle Korver, Gordon Hayward came in and also scored some points. He's a solid player. You know what you're getting out of John Wall. All right. The white bench was Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, Chandler Parsons, Paul Millsap, Andre Drummond. Ooh, that's dirty right there. Who do you guys think? What team do you guys think would? Actually, do you guys think Team USA will go undefeated during the Olympics?
Absolutely. Even with the loss of, which was, I believe he was going to be a starter, Paul George.
Hell yeah.
He was going to be a starter for Team USA. I still think we're still, even still with the talent that we still have, we're still going undefeated. The young talent too that we have, everybody's hungry, everybody wants to play.
Everybody. They got Curry, they got Wall, they got Irving out there, Brad Beal. That's dirty. They're going to be getting off. KD, they're going for gold.
Well, I hate to say it, but John Wall and Bill were cut.
What? John Wall was cut?
Yeah.
Dang, that's my guy. Dang, so John Wall and Beal were cut. So they're going.
Yep, they got the final 16. They got it down now. You want me to?
Go ahead.
Want me to name them off to y'all?
Yeah.
So far, like, they narrowed it down to Oklahoma City's Kevin Durant, Chicago's Derrick Rose, Cleveland's Kyrie Irving, New Orleans Anthony Davis, Golden State's Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, Houston's James. You already know them sharpshooting brothers.
Oh my God! They went around the world and found the sharpshooting hitman. That's ridiculous.
You can't forget the bearded one, James Harden. Atlanta's Kyle Korver, my fault. Sacramento's DeMarcus Cousins. Chandler Parsons from Dallas. Utah's Gordon Hayward. Toronto's, he's a sharpshooter.
Gordon Hayward has game.
Yeah, he's a young little talent right there. Toronto's DeMar DeRozan. Portland's Damian Lillard. I'm happy to see he made the cut. Denver's Manable, Kenneth Faried. Detroit, Andre Drummond, and Brooklyn's Mason Plumlee. How did he make it over John Wall?
I don't know, but I saw him playing and he looked kind of out of place. I don't know really what he's there for, but because I think they know they need a bruiser.
The size and the body.
There's no bruiser on that team that you named, except there's no bruiser.
Andre Drummond.
Okay.
He's a little bruiser.
They got Andre Drummond and Mason Plumlee and Millsap kind of. They need a bruiser down there just in case. The Gasol brothers, Spain, they've had trouble with in the past. Mark and Pau Gasol down there. We're gonna need somebody in the paint.
I would say DeMarcus Cousins is a body though. He's a bully down.
Oh yeah. Of course, I forgot about him. DeMarcus Cousins. You're right. But that lineup is disgusting.
Yeah, just the first 3 names, and then actually the first 10, bro. Like
all of them. They have so many different weapons. Any weapon for any situation for any international players that they're going to come across, which you know they're going to scout, so you know they're already going to know who to put on them and who to put in the game on defense and on offense. I know Coach K said that,
bro, but I hate to be Coach K in this next scenario, cutting the next 4 players, because looking at the list, dude, it's hard to
see
to figure out who I would cut.
You said Plumlee?
I
No,
think you keep Plumlee. I think you have to cut one of those point guards. You have to cut Damian Lillard. I don't know. You have to cut one of those point guards. You got 4 point. I mean, do they need 4? Maybe they do need 4 point guards.
You can think at least one of these 2 can play.
And they got Kenneth Faried also. We can't forget about him. He's yo. Who the fuck do they cut? They got DeRozan, Hayward, Harden. They're not cutting Curry or Kyrie Irving. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I'll cut Hayward. Hayward, DeMar DeRozan.
I don't know, man. DeMar's a beast.
Yeah, DeMar.
He can take it to the rack.
Point game, I think, this season.
Because they lost Paul George.
But I mean,
that Paul George injury is gonna definitely affect him. I think it may not be a huge problem, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be crazy. We'll see what happens.
Damian Lillard's clutch, though, yo. He's a clutch, man. I mean, I put the ball in his hands in the final minutes of a game.
Yeah.
So you can't miss out on that. And he's ferocious, man. He can shoot the 3 and he dunks. He can do it all. He can play the 2 guard.
Right.
I think they're definitely gonna cut Kyle Korver. Say bye bye to him.
You think so?
Yeah, because the only thing he can do, bro, is just shoot 3s, dog. I love the 3, but
yeah.
And brother dude Hayward, that's 3, and then 1 more, and that's it.
Because they're not gonna cut Steph or Clay. Let's go through it right now. Durant, we're gonna say cut or no cut. I'm just gonna say no cut now.
Hold on. Let me get a list. Let me get a list going for this. Okay. So Durant, that's obviously a no cut.
No cut. Okay. Derrick Rose, no cut. Especially the way he played in the first couple minutes, he's back to form. They're not letting him go.
Coach K said that he's back to on his explosive form or something like that. I forget what he
is. Yo, I seen him. If you want to go to my Vine, anybody who's listening, I have Derrick Rose on there. He exploded down the court, took it full court, coast to coast, power in his legs and everything, and jammed it. He did his signature behind the head 2-hand jam, flexed his legs and everything. He looked powerful. My Vine is Chillionaire NW, of course. Okay, we got KD, Rose. Who's next?
Kyrie Irving. He's gonna stay.
Okay.
He was already there. He was there last season too. He was on the practice squad there.
Yeah, I keep him too.
What about Curry?
And
Curry stays.
I would keep him.
Curry stays.
Anthony Davis, another part of the last year's team. He's gonna stay.
Yep.
Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, the brothers, they're gonna stay.
Yep.
Yeah.
You already know they're not gonna break them up.
Yeah, they gotta stay because they're stupid. Yo, Klay Thompson is a freaking monster. Andre Drummond is definitely staying. He's a beast. Yo, Andre Drummond gets them offensive boards all day.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
James Harden, he's staying.
Absolutely. Like he's he's just versatile, man. He can do it all, and he's phenomenal off the pick and rolls.
Hell yeah!
He can do it. He's nice, man. They're not gonna let him go.
Too nice with the Euros. Too nice. Paul Millsap. Do we keep Paul Millsap or do we cut? He's pretty versatile. He can hit the three, man. He can dribble, but I say he's a cut.
I think he already got ixnay, bro.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right.
Yeah, actually cut.
What about Plumlee? Plumlee,
he's cut. Good for trying out, man. Maybe next year.
So Plumlee's cut. Okay, so who else do we have on the roster? DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan. I hate to say it, he's a good up-and-coming young star. Maybe next year when one of the older stars want to step down and let him play.
So Millsap and Plumlee are cut. Okay, and DeRozan's cut also?
I would say DeRozan.
We'll keep that as a maybe for now.
We'll put a question mark.
Fareed. Remember, we need some bigs.
Yeah, he's staying just because we need the bigs. And not only that, he's a monster on the boards.
Okay. Did they cut Parsons or no?
Yeah, they cut Parsons.
Okay, so Parsons is cut. Who else do we got? Kyle Korver.
I say they gotta let him go.
1, 2. That's about 4 cuts right there. So, who's the rest? We got 9 players so far. We need 3 more. Damian Lillard.
I say keep him.
I say keep him too.
That's 10.
Did we say Andre Drummond?
Yeah, we said Drummond. DeMarcus Cousins.
Keep him. Absolutely, he's a monster. As long as he keeps level-headed and he don't get frustrated at the world, then he's gonna be good.
Right. And then, last but not least, we have. Actually, I think that was it, right? Oh yeah, Hayward. Gordon Hayward.
I say make him the 4th.
Because that's 12 right there.
He's the last player.
So it comes down between either Hayward, who are we keeping?
DeRozan.
Hayward or DeRozan?
I don't know.
That's a tough one, man. I mean,
I'm keeping
DeMar DeRozan. I would say DeMar DeRozan's just coming out of his shell now, but Gordon Hayward's been out of his shell and still doing his thing, and still has a lot more room to grow. So I don't know.
I say DeMar.
because DeMar got that. I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
I mean, Jessica, I would say, all right, we can go just from off the play of what I saw in the USA.
If you had to cut one right now,
DeMar DeRozan did a lot more.
if you had to pick one right now, if the deadline was in 4 minutes, who would you cut? Who you keeping, DeRozan or Hayward?
I cut Hayward.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. I would just cut this.
Because we're gonna have to vote. So, because we have 3 people here, so who are you guys voting to cut?
I'll go with Gordon.
So you guys both want, all right, Hayward's cut. Yep. So we are predicting the roster will be Kevin Durant, Derrick Rose, Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Andre Drummond, James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, Kenneth Faried, Dame Lillard, and DeMarcus Cousins.
Sounds like a good little USA squad to me.
Yeah, that does sound pretty good.
You got plenty of bodies down low. You got plenty of shooters.
Anthony Davis has turned into a little 3-point shooter apparently, so That might be a problem. That's going to be a huge problem. What about?
That's the case.
They said he's the most improved player over the summer. Those are rumors I heard. But what about next topic? One-on-one of the week. Tim Duncan versus Kevin Garnett in their prime. Who would win? One-on-one.
I would give it to Kevin Garnett because he's a little bit more lighter off the feet.
What about you, Chuck? What do you think?
I'd say Kevin Garnett. If it was a one-on-one.
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I really don't. I think Tim Duncan would get that ball. I'm telling you, I think he would. He would get the ball and he'll score every time. Like,
because I would say Kevin Garnett got a mid-range jump shot, especially at his prime. He was wet. Turnarounds on him.
True.
So he was dumb around. If Tim Duncan was that, and that's why I say it all depends who gets the ball first too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if he sags off a little, all Kevin's gonna do is take a little step back, boom, nice little 18-foot jump shot, and vice versa. You know, Timmy at his prime, he can use them bank shots like nothing. So
hell yeah.
I really feel it's all whoever gets the ball first, but if it came down to
you think KD's intensity would pull out the victory? And
I think
that's the thing, Kevin Garnett
has better defense and it's like overall in his career. Then I don't know if it's because of the team play.
Let's put it like this.
I think he has better D.
I think that if they played best of 3, they would both win one. And then that last game would probably come down to something crazy, and one of them would probably just win it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, it's definitely hard to say.
Because KG was a beast. I'm not going to deny that. He was a beast. He was probably a little bit quicker and faster, but Tim Duncan, man, I can't deny it, man. I feel like he would just find some way to win. At least one game, so that third game would be a barn burner. I'll say that.
It'd be a good matchup.
KG would be out there hitting that elbow jumper though, his little pull up, the literal elbow jumper. Like, we'll say like Minnesota KG versus Tim Duncan, you know, during the same time. Pretty beast. He was beast back then. All right, next topic. Yeah. Paul George gets hurt in the USA Basketball Showcase game, and he's out for the entire NBA season.
It's a tough hit, man. I don't know how Indy's got it.
Definitely a sad topic. We hope he gets better. Yeah, man. I guess he went up for a block or something. He landed wrong, and I'm pretty sure anyone listening to this already knows what happened, so I won't go into it too much. But come on, Paul George, come back strong. We missed that 360 windmill. We need to see some more of that in game, of course. Not talking about Park. Next question for both of you guys. You gotta think hard on this one. Who would you draft number 3 if LeBron James and Kevin Durant were already picked? 1 and 2, obviously. So who would you pick?
To be honest, I would probably pick
Online association. You get to the number 3 pick. Someone picks KD, of course, and then number 2 goes LeBron. Who do you pick number 3 to start your team?
Chris Paul.
What about you, Chuck?
Yeah, I'd have to say Steph Curry, Chris Paul.
Steph Curry or Chris Paul, of course. Ooh, Steph Curry number 3 would be dirty. So don't forget about Paul George. You know, you got Kawhi Leonard in that mug too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, Chris Paul. That's a solid pick. Obviously, that's a solid pick. I would probably go. Ouch. I've done crazy things like take LaMarcus Aldridge number 3 before, but I don't know. I'd probably take probably Steph Curry, like you said.
Maybe I might take Blake. I forgot Blake Griffin. He's up there too, right?
Maybe Kyrie. There's a lot of people. Depending on what people's ratings are in 2K15, we'll see. Maybe Kawhi Leonard. Alright. Anybody have thoughts on LeBron James's easy road to a ring now that Paul George is out for the season? Anybody? Chalk? Alright, D-Rose looks great. Team USA.
I can't even hear.
Yeah, I heard you fine.
Yo, you hear me?
Hello? Are we losing connection?
Yo.
Oh, I hear you.
You hear me now?
Yep.
Oh, I think it must have been something just with the connection or something. I said, does anyone have thoughts on LeBron James's easy road to a ring now that Paul George is obviously out for the season?
I mean, I feel he definitely got to feel like it's a little easier for him to get to the finals, but I still feel he has a tough road to get through the West.
Yeah, same here. He's gonna probably get to the finals in the East, definitely. I think, especially now, he definitely is. And then you gotta face the Spurs or probably Oklahoma. So
the only other team I would say that's gonna give them a little run for their money, the Cavs being that is Chicago. Now that D Rose is showing.
I mean, first let's talk about why we think the Cavs have such an easy road. Their team is so stacked. They just picked up Mike Miller and James Jones. Ray Allen is most likely going to maybe go there, probably go there if he does come back. They have LeBron. They have Kyrie Irving. They have Wiggins. They might trade him for Kevin Love. Even if they don't, they're still beastie. So, okay. What were you guys saying?
yeah,
They're going to go up against KD, or the Spurs. And the Spurs...
I mean, that's not guaranteeing him another ring maybe for the rest of his career, bro, because the West is strong, dude. Like mostly the top 10 teams in the Western Conference can face and beat the Cavs. Like the Cavs have a great young team, but they're just getting together. It's gonna take a year at least for them to mold together, not just a summer.
Right.
And not to mention, look at Kyrie's not even there. The main source, like the main point guard, he's playing with USA, so he's not even really meshing with these guys over the summer.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
that's what's scary though. He's getting even better with the USA team.
Yeah.
Kyrie, so it's
him and LeBron are going to be disgusting. It's going to be way nastier than
I think there's gonna be a new Lob City too. Like,
and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have Kevin Love. I've seen something like that. They already had
I saw
a verbal agreement or whatever, something like that. So yeah, Kevin Love too probably. So that's crazy. Like
Kevin Love's gonna turn into a beast more than he already is with LeBron feeding him and Kyrie. That's gonna be the craziest triple threat ever. Like, what the hell? Think of that. Like, you got Love in the post, or LeBron in the post, or Kevin Love outside, or Kyrie outside, or LeBron outside. Like, what? How are you gonna guard that?
Yep.
All right. Next topic. Derrick Rose looks great. Team USA scrimmage, showcase, whatever you want to call it. I saw it personally with my own eyes. He has bounce. His bounce is back. His legs look good. He did his signature two-hand slam. Everybody's seen him do it where he jumps up and cocks it behind his head and slams it down. The one when he dunked on Goran Dragic. A lot of people remember that. That was really dirty. I wouldn't even try and block that, but he did that.
Yeah, his dunks are vicious.
it was crazy because every time he jumped, it was like whoa, and then I didn't know if he was gonna be okay or not, but he was cool. But yeah, it was great. He looked good, man. He looked like the old Derrick Rose, and he
still had the step. He's speedy as hell.
Yeah.
Still getting around defenders like nothing. So
definitely, he was super speedy, like crazy. Like I forgot how fast he actually was on the court. Like he's faster than LeBron almost. He be giving LeBron problems. Like he's a little flea on LeBron's ear. I'm telling you, on the court. Someone had this clip. I wish I know what clip it was because it was Derrick Rose driving down court and LeBron was running down court trying to defend him. He was a little bit ahead of him, so Derrick Rose had an advantage because he was doing, he was running full speed, but LeBron was a few steps in front of him, trying to play defense, looking back at him, and he tried to cross LeBron a couple times. He was going hella fast, and like LeBron was like shuffling his feet hella quick, and then he jumped for the layup, and I forgot what happened. Man, it was just like an ultimate battle. Like they put the Game of Thrones music to it and everything. It was like dun, 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 crossover, and then he tried to swat it or something. It was just wild, man. Derrick Rose is probably, in my opinion, the only one that can really, really give LeBron problems. And I think LeBron knows he had to slim up a little bit. That's why he got thin like that, because he can't deal with that speed and swat it like he used to. So now he has to slim up a little bit.
I definitely think he lost the weight too, because he has to keep up, and he's playing more, I guess, of a small forward role. I bet when he going back to Cleveland, he's not going to be playing that power forward center role that he was doing over in Miami.
That's right.
He took his armor off. That's what he did. He just took off a little bit of his armor, but now he's going to be quicker, but maybe not as crazy strong, but he's still LeBron, so that's even crazier now, bro. Like, he's even crazier.
Yeah, like, the thing that scares me is, like, he did probably lose a lot of, like, the strength-wise, the size-wise, but I guarantee you he's probably going to be a lot more, like, he's going to be able to jump out the building. Like,
he's going to be able to have the same quick, more speed, and he's going to be facilitating like a mug now, just moving the rock.
Oh, man. Yup, he's going to be a little pest, I guarantee it.
Hell yeah, this is going to be insane. Insane. LeBron slimmed down. They said he lost over 10 pounds, but it looks like way more than over 10. It looks like at least 15 to 20, in my opinion. Like, he looks like he's like a whole new person, like Kawhi Leonard style.
He looks like he was back in his like second year, third year.
Hell yeah. Team USA benches, when they came in, it was Klay Thompson, silky smooth jumper early. Him and Stephen Curry were going at it. He was in the corner posting up Steph Curry, fadeaway J's to the baseline, stroke, just silky smooth. His jumper looked so effortless. It was just amazing. Every time you see him shoot, it's just crazy. Like it's like he's just tossing the ball in with his wrist. It's ridiculous. Andre Drummond came in off the bench and got a crazy amount of offensive rebounds early, quick, and putbacks, tip-ins, offensive tip-ins. He's a beast down there. He's definitely going to stay. Still going with Coach K, like we touched on earlier. He said that he was quoted in saying that he wants to do an 8 to 10 minute rotation for the team. So whatever player comes in for that 8 to 10 minutes will be expected to produce immediately, and just keep switching it up. The high-powered offense just keep coming in, switching up sets, whatever they call. That's just going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So
he said he's happy with even just playing only 10 plays the whole game.
Yeah. I mean, that's just going to be a problem. Extreme 8 to 10 minute rotation, all those beasts, like the alley-oops are going to be crazy. This year is going to be insane. I know Kevin Durant's going to go off. Like, it's crazy. And they're playing for their country, so they want to win. They're taking it seriously. After last year, they got the gold. I know they want to get gold again. They got to prove we are the best basketball country in the world. It's a contest. It's all in good and fun, but, it still is. We want to see who the best number one team is, and I think we all can agree it's probably the dream team, which is Team USA.
Close.
NBA2k15 Online Association on PSN. When NBA2k15 comes out, October 7th, we will be starting up an online association. I don't care if it hasn't been announced yet. I don't care if we haven't heard it officially anywhere. We're doing it. They're gonna announce it. We're gonna will it to happen. So, once again, NBA2k15 Online Association. Add us on PSN. GQXDREW. GQX Drew on PSN. Add me. We're starting up a league. It's competitive. There's gonna be prizes also, so don't sleep on that. Also, we played some. If you're serious about playing 2K15, definitely hit us up about the online association. I can't say that enough. Probably get like a little PSN card for whoever wins. Nothing huge, nothing crazy. A little PSN card just for fun, like we've done in the past. Also, we played Team Up, 3vs3, Clippers versus Knicks. Obvious blowout. Me, Chalky White, and Where to Cash on one team versus pretty much 3 people that we picked up on Twitter. Trying to start up a little movement. Team Up on actually Twitch. Excuse me. Picked up a couple people from Twitch. We're trying to start up NBA2k14 Team Up on the PS4. So if you're on there and you want to play some Team Up, hit us up on the same PSN names or Twitter, which we're going to mention once again. Next topic, NBA2k14 made more from microtransactions, aka people buying VC, than actual retail sales of the game. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Yes, true, false?
That's official, like, reports.
I mean, that's what my opinion is. That they made more from people buying VC than the actual amount of retail sales. Because think about it, someone buys the game for $60, they go spend 21 more time a month later, 21 more time a couple months later, or a couple weeks later, or the next day. These guys are spending like $100 on shit, $50, $60 at once. So they're spending.
Geniuses, I tell you that much.
Some people are spending hundreds of dollars on VC at once. That's more than the game actually costs. So basically,
some people don't even even if you go to them and you're like, hey, you're spending way too much to do that, and all you gotta do is just play the damn game and you can get that. They don't care. They're like, that's whatever. It's easier this way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
LeBron loses weight. Apparently, he went on a no-carb diet, so that's why he lost weight. Took his armor off, like I said, no-carb diet. Next, we got the free PlayStation Plus titles of the month. Fez and Road Not Taken. Pretty good titles for the PS4. The Crysis 3 went to the PS3. What do you guys think about those games? Have you guys played Fez at all, or Road Not Taken?
Fez, I played a little bit, but not too much to say on it. I gotta play it more. And what's the other one called?
Road Not Taken. It's like it kind of reminded me of Don't Starve a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't tried that one.
It's like a puzzle game. It's not really like Don't Starve. I don't think you craft things, but like you move around and you it's actually pretty fun, but it's not bad for being free. You guys might want to try it. I tried the first little tutorial part. It's kind of cool, kind of different. You might want to give it a chance. Yeah, Fez is pretty nice. Another thing I want to say, Comcast has horrible service, and it's like almost like highway robbery, man. Like, their service is bad. It's always cutting out. It's expensive as hell. I feel like they should lower their prices, or at least offer an internet package alone, because not everybody wants to watch TV all the time or have some expensive bundle for some bad cable TV.
for a whole bunch of channels that don't even come in.
A whole bunch of channels that aren't even, like you find more off Twitter than you ever care about on these cable TV shows. Like, this should be $10 a month. Nobody cares about this crap. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm telling you. Next topic. Matt played a little bit of The Last of Us Remastered. Anything you got to say about that one?
Yeah, man, I survived so far. I've only played mostly like the multiplayer. I got into a little bit of story mode. Story mode is about pretty much the same. Graphics a little better because of the next gen, of course. But for the most part, I only played just the multiplayer. I got past so far week 1, and I have to say it's not bad, man. It's the same tempo, meaning wise, like. You gotta play as a team in that game, and of course you're gonna come across people that want to be Rambo, and you're not gonna win. So far I've come across a lot of that. So I can't wait for my boys to come up and get the game, so that way we can all play it together. But they have a new board on there too. It's pretty fun. So I can't wait to. Yeah, I can't, and also. The new gear, man, they got some like new killer mask.
I was watching.
New way to suit up your guys, so
nice. I was watching someone play, and the levels looked pretty big and fun. Like if you can get out into them, it was pretty cool. Like they looked pretty big and immersive. You could like hide around corners and stuff, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you're crafty enough and you're sneaky enough, man, you can get around that whole board without being seen, heard, or nothing, and just still get your kills. You know what I'm saying? Because
is spawn killing an issue in that game? Spawn killing, does that happen in that game at all?
Not really. Not really at all. Because most of the time you get spawned in a completely opposite end of the map.
Okay. So you had got time to move around a little bit.
Yeah, because they also have a strategy, like an app or whatever. I don't know how to say it, like a kit where you can be a strategist, and if you're like a high enough level, you can spawn on your teammate.
Oh, okay, cool. What about the weapon damage and like hit detection? How is that in that game?
That I would have to say it's on point, man. I mean, the only thing I can't stand is just the bow and arrow.
So it's pretty much exactly the same as what you played on the last console as far as that.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Chalky, you might be able to help on that. Is it like, how is it? Like, is it good? Well, is there any game you could compare it to? Like the shooting, like is it like Gears of War? Like, cause I was watching it and it seemed like this guy was taking lots of rounds with the shotgun.
Yeah, it's definitely more like Uncharted. I would have to agree.
Uncharted. See, I never really played Uncharted that much. It looks like it's pretty cool though. It looks really cool actually. About John Jones versus Cormier. UFC 178 fight at the weigh-ins. They got into a fight. They were throwing punches. I saw some kind of picture of John Jones trying to throw a punch at him at the weigh-ins, which I've never seen in the UFC.
Oh yeah. But he definitely landed it, bro. He definitely landed that punch.
What? So did you see what happened?
Yeah, the weigh-ins it gets kind of personal, they got to get in each other's face, and they got to put on a good show, like just to edge on the viewers, get some more viewers, and get some more money, what it all comes down to. So they got a little close and personal. They got little.
And they get in each other's faces, and they be getting all trying to be all hard and shit,
Yep. And Cormier got a little testy, so he pushed him in. He pushed John Jones in his neck. And he pushed him away. John Jones didn't like that, so they got in a little scuffle. But in the midst of the things, I hope everybody was paying attention and was watching Dana White. He was trying to hold back John Jones, and got pushed through the UFC billboard, man, and snapped it completely in half. It was hilarious.
What do you mean? Where was it at? Was it like behind him or what?
Yeah, because Dana White was closer towards John Jones because a couple people jumped on Cormier real quick.
So the billboard was hanging behind them.
Yeah, so like, cause they was on the left hand side of the fighters or whatever,
right.
And Dana White tried to grab John Jones, and John Jones easily and quickly pushed him out of the way. But when he pushed him out of the way, he fell backwards off the stage and into the billboard, snapped it completely in half. It was hilarious.
What is there footage?
Oh, there's definitely footage, man. Oh my god,
I'm trying to see.
So funny.
That shit is hilarious, man. He said easily and quickly pushed him out of the way. Whoa.
And that's what gave John Jones that little edge to get that sneak that little punch in, because it was only Dana White that was holding him back. And then when he shoved him out of the way, there was nobody holding John Jones, so he just came in, just easily hit him with a little sucker punch.
And then what happened?
I wouldn't say a sucker punch, but I mean.
So what was Cormier doing? Was he looking at Dana White when he got punched, or was he looking at John Jones?
Nah, because that's the thing. That's why I kind of say it was a sucker punch, because a couple of people was on Cormier, and John Jones must have saw his head through a little arm wrestle, and quickly snuck a punch in. I saw it.
Okay.
It's definitely gonna be a battle, man. I forget what the actual date is, but it's in September. I think September 28th.
Okay.
UFC 178. It's definitely gonna be a slobber knocker, man. That's what I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna probably watch that fight too. I'm trying to. What about next topic? Becky Hammond, the first female assistant in the NBA history, coaching assistant.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it. Why not? I mean, look at what's her name? Pat Summitt, right? Pat Summitt, that's her name.
Right. Yeah. She was WNBA All-Star.
She's an awesome coach. So.
Yeah, I think she could probably do good with the Spurs. WNBA All-Star multiple times. Great move. Pretty unprecedented move. They picked up 2 coaching assistants this offseason so far, actually. I forgot the other guy's name, but supposedly he's good. So I know Chalk had some music he wanted to recommend for everybody.
Yeah, what'd you say, music?
Yeah, music. Remember you wanted to recommend something?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, Sin know what I'm gonna say. September 28th, Ransom, that Pain and Glory album.
Okay.
He said he gonna change rap, so I believe him.
You think he's gonna have some nice beats on there?
Yeah, he should. I believe it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
He got a new single out right now. It's featuring Joe Budden. It's called Vietnam. Check that shit out. It's dope.
Alright, cool. How about this? We got seen a skateboarding video today. It was Andrew Reynolds. You guys probably know who Andrew Reynolds is from Tony Hawk, the old Tony Hawk games.
I've seen the video, I think.
Yeah, that video is pretty sick. He's pretty old. He's old now. I mean, he's older. He's like 40 maybe, high 30s, but he's a legendary skater. Once again, Andrew Reynolds. He did a Battle Commander video for the Barracks.com, and the Barracks are like they're out of like LA, and they're pretty much like a skate team, and they have their own warehouse in LA, kind of like similar to what Rob Dyrdek has in his factory there with the skate park, but they have a big, huge skate park, and it's fucking sick. and actually some parts of it actually looks like outside. It's like a compound inside, and it's all for skating. Everything's like smooth and perfectly smooth inside, and they just skate around. And like some of the shots in the video look like they're outside, but they're really not. And it was pretty sick. So if you want to see the Andrew Reynolds Battle Commander video, go to theberrics.com. That's TheBerrics.com. Also, we need a new skateboarding game. I feel maybe not as fake as Tony Hawk, maybe not as realistically weak as Skate was, because that game looked really good, but it played very bad. For some reason, it had the Fight Night controls where you move the joystick around and like fake Hadoukens and stuff like that. It was really corny. I feel like the only good thing you could do in that game was ollie for some reason, and grind that a little bit. Like it wasn't that. I don't know. The controls sucked for flip tricks. Next topic: Destiny withdrawals. You guys got any Destiny withdrawals? You miss playing Destiny at all?
Yeah. Sort of, not really though. Like, not miss it, but I run it, of course, but
yeah,
I kind of got over that. Debate is over, Like, I'm not. It was like the first couple of days I was missing it because we used to playing it, but now I'm used to not playing it. So
right.
It's only a month too. When I really sat back and thought about it, I'm like, we got like a month left, so we'll be able to play everything. You don't have to play what they give us.
Hell yeah,
so
bro. That shit's gonna be fucking fun, I think, man. I'm ready for it. Got that limited edition pre-ordered, man. How about this? What would the X-Bone price have to be for you to buy it?
$200.
Oh shit! I'll say $250. $250. That's
like $250.
That's reasonable.
$200.
Just because I feel like, I don't know why I feel like that. I mean, 200 would be even better, but 250, 200. I mean, it's a good machine.
For decoration. I'm not gonna really even. There's really no games that catch me.
I feel
just
like
get it.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like since they came out with it, and they wanted $500 for it, and then all of a sudden they dropped the price $100. Like, why would they do that? Just because they took the Kinect out of the box and it doesn't come with the Kinect anymore. So the Kinect was $100.
They're just trying to get some money because
I know people that would have bought it if it wasn't that much. If it wasn't $500, they probably would have got maybe an Xbox over a PS4. But that, along with everything they did talking about TV, I kind of think that was a pretty major slip up actually. But I don't know. I still want to get an Xbox One just to see what it's like. Just to see what it's like on the other side and why. Remember why it is we love PlayStation, but we're all gamers. We all love games, but I bought a PlayStation. I didn't. You gotta
remember too. I mean, I don't know how much. Is it the same amount as the PlayStation Network now? Is it $50?
I think they're both $60 a month or $60 a year.
50 a year.
60 for 1 year, yeah. But PlayStation Plus gives you 2 titles a month, if not more. Free shit. They give you 2 to 3, maybe 4 free games a month. Xbox games
I heard Xbox only gives you 1, right?
Yeah, and it's old games. It's like not anything new.
That's terrible.
It's kind of, I don't know. But Xbox did get the EA access where they pay $30 a year if you want to, and you can get Madden 25, FIFA 14, whatever, freaking Battlefield 4, early access to Dragon Age, Peggle 2, or you can pay $5 a month.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably get there with my $200, look at the console, and then buy like 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna buy 2-3 games of PS4 and go home and be happy.
Yeah. Alright, next thing. Please, NBA2k15 MyTeam, have cheaper packs. It takes way too much to earn a pack and just to open it and get a duplicate. So please have cheaper packs. We don't need to play 5 games to open up one single little pack and be able to do pretty much nothing with the card. So please address that. We love the game, but there is definitely some issues. That's why we play it every year, and we buy it for 15 years straight or plus more, multiple times for different consoles, and we microtransaction the game, and we keep the game pretty much going because we are the consumers. Played a little bit of Battlefield 4, of course. Got bored, shot some stuff up. Where to Cash, Chalky White, of course. Sin City was in there. I think Shadow played with us some. Definitely played some BF4. Once again, NBA2k14 team up on the PlayStation 4. If anyone wants to play, just hit us up on Twitter, or just leave a comment anywhere this podcast is posted. What about this? Matt scores 6 goals in FIFA. What was that?
Yeah, I was excited, dude. I was actually playing against a goalie that tried. So all kudos to that goalie for sticking it out and playing the goalie, because he stopped a couple of my shots.
Was this a head-to-head?
What up?
Was it head-to-head or was it pro clubs?
No, I was actually in a drop-in, because I was waiting for everybody to come on. So I played in a drop-in. I actually got on a team that actually passed the ball, and I got past all the defenders and everything, and my shooting was on point. I think I scored 3 goals in the first half, and then to top it off, 3 goals in the second. It was a good game, and nice. I finished with a final rating of like a 9.8, the highest I've ever had, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also,
I was happy, man.
Another quick match team up. Actually, not quick match. Yeah, it was quick match team up versus Where to Cash and Chalky White. It was Where to Cash, Chalky White versus Ninja Tears and me, Chillionaire and W. We got swept. We lost 4 times in a row. That was disgusting. Seems like JJ Redick was wide open a lot of the game. I was playing point guard, I believe. Forgot what teams we picked. I think it was like Clippers versus multiple teams. But Where to Cash was killing the boards, and Chalky White was killing with CP3. Of course, we couldn't stop him. Had some close games, but we couldn't pull it out. Next, I played some Towerfall Ascension. Broadcasted a little bit of that. That was pretty fun. So,
I haven't played that in a while.
That game got crazy hard, man. I was on the 4th or 5th level or something like that, and it gets really, really difficult. It's crazy. No joke. Seriously, no joke. You'll play that game and you'll be like, damn, this is ridiculously hard. Fun, but really hard. So I had to take a break from it. And, you can catch me actually on Twitter at ChillionaireNW, YouTube, ChillionaireNW, Twitch TV, ChillionaireNW, live streaming. Also on Vine, ChillionaireNW. SoundCloud, Chillionaire_NW, PSN, GQXDrew, DREW. You guys want to give your Twitters a shout out and whatnot?
Yeah, you could, if you want to add me on PSN, it's Chalky White _781. And then on Twitter, it's at Chalky White, WHYTE187. That's on Twitter and Twitch.
Cool.
And if you're trying to add me, you can add me on Twitter and Twitch, or the PSN network at SinCityFella781.
Cool, man. Alright, y'all. I think that's all we got for you guys today. Anything else you guys want to add?
Everybody have a glorious the one-liner, nigga.
Say what?
You got the one-liner. I gotta spell my shit out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Alright, y'all. Peace out. Catch you next time. NBA2K Nation Podcast, Episode 2. Peace.
Peace.